UFC 232. Jon Jones once again tested dirty for Toronto ball. Now I know I did a prior video on my opinions in Toronto ball. I'll be honest with you, man. Look, I use a lot of this shit. I ain't gonna lie. I make some of this shit myself. So I know what stuff works, what stuff doesn't work. Because I'm a guinea pig. I need to test it on myself to see if it works. I get great responses with tests. Any type of test I run, I'm going to get a good response. Um, Trenbolone, probably the most powerful injectable out there. Just the problem with Trenbolone with me is I get the Tren cough really fucking bad. I hate it. I won't use it because of that. I don't get the night sweats. I don't get the vivid dreams. I do get very aggressive. I'm an aggressive person as it is, so that doesn't really help. Um, but it's an amazing drug. It's an amazing steroid. It's gonna give you. It's a cutting agent. It's a bulking agent. Uh, helps with the strength. I mean, the reason why it helps with the strength is it makes you so goddamn aggressive that you get that incredible Hulk factor. Raw, you can lift anything. You look amazing on the stuff. If you can get past all of the side effects, very toxic in the liver. It can mess with your appetite. So when I say bulking, it does build muscle. I wouldn't call it. Let me rephrase that. I wouldn't say bulking because it does mess with your appetite. Um, but if you can get past the liver toxicity, the aggressiveness, the vivid dreams, the night sweats, the insomnia, the trend cough that makes you feel like you're actually gonna die. If you can get past all that, then you're good. You're gonna look amazing. Um, I honestly feel that Trend F would be a safer one to go than Trend Ace because Trend Acetate has got a shorter life, so you're gonna have to inject it a lot more often. When Trend Ace can actually last longer, so you can not have to inject yourself so many times. But Trend Ace short term and Trend Ace long term. Um, if you really want to run a great cycle, if you want to stack, test, trend, trend acetate, or test ACE, or trend F, test F. Um, if you want to cut down a little bit more, I would run it with Winstraw. Um, Look, these are things that I do. I'm not telling you guys it's a great idea for you. I don't want none of you guys using this stuff. Um, Once you get on it, you kind of get hooked. You kind of get hooked um, because the results, the look, the response, the narcissism in all of us when we look great. When the T-shirt we bought last year fits tight as fuck this year, people staring at you. You know, you look great. If you're going to compete in a bodybuilding world, that's a hell of a stack to run. You know what I'm saying? Throw that together with some clenbuterol. You're gonna look fucking amazing. Um, but once again, like I say, don't try this stuff. Um, it could be bad for your health. It could really kill some people. People can actually die. Um, but this is just to give some insight. Um, there's nothing you can read on Google that's gonna make you really understand what you take unless you're being told by someone who's already taken it what's going to happen. Um, so it is what it is. But anyway, UFC 232, it's still on. Actually, today is the 29th, so it's the fight's tonight. We all know that they moved from Las Vegas to California. Now we know why. USADA didn't want to be responsible for that fight. They didn't want to license it. They didn't say that John was taking illegal PEDs. It was leftover. Look, Toronto Ball is not gonna last you a fucking year. That's fucking impossible. It is impossible. Why John Jones took it? Because it should dissipate from your system pretty quickly. That's why people actually take it. When they created this drug, anything that's brand new is gonna work. So when I say it sucks now. If it's been stepped on and formula's been changed and whatever the case may be. And the fact the way we're being so many supplements out there that when you get a Toronto ball that's very weak and you're already taking creatine and you're taking NO2s and you're taking nitric oxide and you're feeding the right diet and you got the protein, you're not going to see a result because what you're getting from creatine and nitric oxide and amino acids and protein in the right diet, you're getting the same result you're going to get from taking Toronto ball. You're not going to see it. You're not going to feel it. A person like me, nothing. It doesn't do anything to me. I don't feel nothing. I don't see nothing. Um, would it help someone brand new? First thing in their system, I guess, want to say virgin muscle? Yeah, probably. There's a drug in the Dominican Republic. Forgot the name of it, but it's 2 milligrams. They buy them. They come in a strip. They're 2 milligrams, and it's a version of a D-ball. Well, actually, it is D-ball, but it's like a 2 milligram pill of very very small amount. Another thing that can help someone who's brand new. Um, but one thing I've always advice I can give everybody is please don't cycle with just orals. You're wasting your money. You're wasting your money, and you're putting your health at huge high risk. Um, stack, magic word, stack the things. And see what it does to you. A lot of people begin to take 3, 4 compounds at the same time. Like I said, it's called stacking. And you don't know where the results are actually coming from. Is it coming from the testosterone? Is it coming from the trend, the sustanon, the deca, the EQ, the PPs, whatever whatever it's coming from? You don't know. So I would always say start small, um, one step at a time. Don't start running. Walk before you run. Crawl, walk, run. Those are the steps. Um, but definitely, you don't want to just do an oral stack. I think it's too toxic. Um, you got to run it for way too long, to really begin to see some kind of results. And that toxicity in your system that long can really do some damage. So you definitely don't want to just run always. You want to stack it. But back to John Jones and UFC and what I feel is the reason why um, UFC didn't want to cancel the fight. One, UFC has kind of followed the image, the not the image, but the recipe of what the WWF used to do years ago, or the WWF, excuse me. You had that one guy who was the man, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker. People bought tickets just to see them and created that popularity, and it grew because that one guy, the man, Ric Flair. If you look at the best times of the UFC, there's always been that one guy that people want to go see. Whether you want to see him beat, like, for example, Anderson Silva. People love to see this guy. So he got knocked the fuck out. Conor McGregor. Even with his loss against Habib, people still want to see him. Um, and they're looking for that one guy again. He wants that one guy. I don't give a fuck what people say. He wants that superstar, that box office, record breaker. And let's be realistic. People love Jon Jones, whether you love him or you love to hate him. It is what it is because any other time that someone came up dirty, the fight was canceled. Period. End of story. Done. I don't think that Dana White and Jon Jones and all these other scientists and anybody involved are stupid enough to know that that picogram was just a piece of something that just recently got inserted. Yeah, unless look, there's been supplements. If you go back to Rich Capari's Halogen, they pulled it off the shelf because it had small traces of steroids in it. And that's a supplement that you was able to buy over the counter. Huge result. If anybody's been bodybuilding for a while, remember hot stuff. Hot stuff. No, not hot stuff. Is it hot stuff? Well, another a supplement that was a supplement that you bought over the counter that was also taken off because it had traces of steroids in it. So there are supplements out there that you can end up getting some kind of traces of performance enhancement drugs. You know, um, mind you, the FDA is a lot more careful now, but you can come across something that's tainted. I mean, look at Canelo in the fight with Triple G. They pulled it because they found clenbuterol inside of a steak in Mexico. Now, I know that everybody watching is very intelligent. We all know what farmers do, especially these farmers that's overseas in other countries. Man, I've been in Santo Domingo and seen the biggest freaking cycles of shots of juice put into a cow, pigs, even fucking chickens. I mean, look at the commercials. No pro hormones. It's on the fucking goddamn cover. Is stuff still slipping by? Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. You know, um, so hey, he got caught. Why it's a big deal? Because it's Jon Jones. Because if it was BJ Penn, Chad Mendes, I don't think it would have even been mentioned. You know, Michael Chis, I don't know. The guy who got cut in the bus when kind of fucked the bus up. Those guys, they would have got caught with nothing. But it's all because of the popularity of that particular guy. The story surrounding that particular guy. Fuck, if Jon Jones get caught peeing outside of a fucking building, they're gonna put in the fucking news. Let's be realistic. So he got caught. And you know what that baffles me the most is how the fuck do you get caught? Now I know USADA does these pop-in visits, um, but Turinibol shouldn't last in your system more than 24 hours. And I think I'm giving it extra time. But if you just got tested by USADA today, Saturday, they just left your house or your wherever the fuck they tested you at, pop them. You got 24 hours or 2 hours to get it in your system, get what you need out of it, and then flush it out. They'll sell flushes in fucking the local gas station sell flushes. The fact that he got caught just what makes it so fucking stupid. I have some advice to Jon Jones, brother. Study your test. That way you can pass. You got to study for these drug tests. Um, I don't to think that Jon Jones would take Turinabol to help him get an edge. He could have taken test suspension. That would have been in and out of your system in a fucking heartbeat, and you would have got 10 times better result than you get for Turinabol. But the fight's still on. I don't know. if it's gonna really make a difference. Um, Hard work would always be talent. Cheaters never win. Um, I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think UFC is hungry for a superstar, and they're gonna do whatever it takes to build that up. And with tomorrow morning on the 30th, we're gonna find out whether that picogram made a difference or not. But it's gonna be interesting, and we see where it goes from here. Hey, look, I'm gonna be talking more about gear and juice and give people some insights and real street level advice. I don't use big fucking scientific fucking words or research. I go based on what it's done for me and the people I know that use it. Like I said, I make the stuff myself, which is called home brewing. Um, so like, subscribe, leave your comment, whether it's positive or negative, don't make a difference to me. Peace.